Coach Jay here with some more tips on plantar fasciitis. I want to go a little bit back to the last segment that we covered, which was how to stretch your foot in plantar fasciitis. And then I want to cover how to strengthen it. So both of these, how to stretch it and how to strengthen it, are focused on when you have plantar fasciitis and it hurts pretty bad. When it's down to a pain level of 0 to 3, or 0 to 1 even, or 0, you can resume normal activity and do, regular stretching, calf raises. You can do more aggressive stretching if you want, yoga, blah, blah, blah. You can do lots of different stuff. But this, what I'm going to show you, is for people that are hurting pretty bad and you're trying to get back into being able to just move and walk and live. So here's the most important stretch. I'm going to give you 2 stretches and 1 strengthening exercise. So most important stretch is really simple. It's just a straight leg, straight knee stretch. And you can see my heel is on the ground. I'm not stretching so far that my heel's off the ground. The heel's on the ground, and that's just a light stretch. And what I like to do is rotate to the other leg, even if it's not hurt, just so you're balanced, and then rotate a bunch of times, and maybe only 1 to 2 second hold. And then after that, move a little bit closer and do the same thing with a bent knee. Again, with the heel on the ground, and then you rotate to the other side, and you get a good rotation there. 2 to 3 times per day of stretching is enough. And I think one of the issues with plantar fasciitis is once you get it, people tend to overstretch, and they spend too much time stretching. So that's it for the stretching. That's one. Well, I'm going to show you one more stretch. That's one stretch. The other one I really like is just a hip stretch too. So you cross your leg, your right leg over, and then your back hip is the one you're going to lean into the wall. And a lot of people don't stretch their hips when it comes to their feet. But if you do loosen up that hip a little bit, a lot of the times the IT band's pulling on the knee and just making you generally tight. So you can do the other side too. So the other side, you would just lean this way, left leg over in front, and then you'd lean your back leg hip into that wall if you're stretching that side. So on to strengthening. Here's the problem with strengthening. A lot of the times it's too aggressive and it ends up hurting your foot even worse. The analogy I like to use is if I were to hurt my shoulder, the last thing I would do rehabbing it is a one-arm pull-up. I would start with really lightweight one-arm stuff, maybe some band exercises, or eventually I'd get to the point where I'm doing pull-ups and doing double arm stuff. So what I like to do with the feet is the only exercise, and this is again when you're hurting a lot. When you've had it a long time, you can't get rid of it, you're trying to get back into doing your normal activity, and your pain level's relatively low. What I like to do is a 1/4 squat with a calf raise. So what it looks like from the side is your first motion is going to go butt back, and you're going to do a little squat, and then you're going to calf raise and back down. So 3 sets of 10 a couple times a week is plenty. The reason I like this exercise for foot strength is if one foot's hurting or if both are hurting, you're stable. You're really not challenging too much of proprioception and balance. Later, we want to do that. We want to challenge you and do one-leg stuff. This is when you're really hurting and you're trying to do something to kind of strengthen and loosen up your legs. And this is what it looks like from the front. You just do a little squat, and then you come up, calf raise, and if you want to, you can even add some dumbbells, and you go calf raise up, 1, calf raise up, and you just kind of do 3 sets of 10. And it's going to be a little bit of foot strengthening, but you're also going to get hips, hamstrings, quads. You're really going to get everything in that movement, but it's safe for your feet because you're not doing a one-leg calf raise off the end of a stair on a foot that's already hurting. Just like you wouldn't do a one-arm pull-up on a shoulder that's already hurting. So those are my tips for this week. Please like or subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll get more great tips coming up in the weeks to come.